Hi. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are receiving this message. First of all, I wanted to say that most of you who will be receiving this video have practiced with me in class for quite some time, some fairly new. I look forward to teaching you guys every week, and when I'm traveling and I'm not there, I truly deeply miss you. I know that times are uncertain and that we may or may not see each other in class anymore. I will still be teaching, so if you are available and end up coming to class, I look forward to seeing you. But I wanted to create this video for free for you to have so that you continue your practice, because keeping calm, even though that sounds really hard to do for some of us, including myself from time to time, is the best thing that we can do for our mind, our body, and our heart and spiritual health. Similar to when we fly on airlines, when the pilots and the air hostesses and host tell us to put our masks on before we help the elderly or others or our children, we really need to spend this time to refill our well, so to speak. And in today's practice, I wanted to make it specific for some of the emotions that we might be feeling and some of the stiffness that we might be feeling from feeling helpless or feeling hopeless or just being in the unknown. So without any further ado, let's start moving. I want to bring some circulation to our bodies, because I don't know about you, but like myself and my circle around me, my circle of friends and other healers, we are all glued to television, we're all glued to the internet, and we are all absorbing a lot of information given to us, some facts and some possibly myths. But what that does to the body when we're receiving so much information is it puts us in a frozen state. And when we're frozen, our circulation slows down. So let's start moving right away. All right, go ahead and join me. Some of you did this in class with me this past week, and I just think it's such a wonderful, wonderful way to give ourselves a little self-massage. So take your right leg, cross it over to your left ankle, and then on the exhale, just give yourself a few little pumps backwards. So it's a combination of child's pose into cow, and then exhale, child's pose. And what you're doing with this right leg here is you're placing it into the back of the left ankle. On the exhale, just giving it a little pump, moving it up into the mid calf, staying there for a breath or two. You don't need to watch me anymore. I'm going to talk you through this. Exhale, close your eyes and just feel the right ankle pressing into the back of the left calf. And you should start to feel or take notice of how much stress the back of our legs might be feeling right now. I know certainly for me. When you're ready, slide the right ankle up the left calf, slightly closer towards the back of the left knee, but not all the way up. Keep exhaling and drawing the hips backwards so that the pressure between the right ankle and the left calf is greater, so you feel the release of the muscles. Slide your right knee slightly forward and draw the right ankle up towards the inner left knee. Close your eyes and then exhale. Feel free to just sit back for a few breaths, feeling the left calf release with the pressure of the right. And let's go ahead and do that on the second side. I'm just going to shift my position so that you can see me. However, you could stay exactly where you are. The left ankle presses on the back of the right ankle. On the exhale, you could sit back, close your eyes. You know exactly what to do on round 2. Just keep pressing. Breathing is essential. Every time you exhale and you exhale deeply with a full commitment to yourself, you allow toxins to be released out of all the different organs and parts of your body that are not good for it, literally. So as you're bouncing or drawing the hips back, you're sliding the left ankle up the right calf. You might decide to stay back there in a specific spot that is speaking to you more than the others. And know that we're never going to fully release the tightness and the stress that the right or left ankle might give us, but we're just going to practice, and each day we'll release and untangle a little bit at a time. All right, let's get the synovial joints moving, which is all the joints in our body. The shoulder joints, the hip joints. Make big circles with your hips from side to side. So I'm pretending that I'm holding a beautiful crayon along my belly button, and I'm making circles with my belly button right below on my mat. And as I get comfortable here, I'm going to start to widen the circle. So I'm going to take the hips slightly wider, the chest slightly more forward, the hips slightly further back. And here is an opportunity for me to close my eyes and really experience the quality of my breath, and let my breath be the vehicle to release stress I may be carrying in places that I necessarily don't need to name right now. Again, keep showing up for yourself by taking long breaths. This is less about what you look like and more about how it feels. Go ahead and reverse directions. It's an organic movement. The directions are simply that you're making circles. If you were holding a crayon or a beautiful paintbrush for those artists who love to paint. And if none of that relates, just go ahead and just circle the body in a circular way, the torso. You take one more breath here. On your next exhale, come back to neutral. So my goal is to put together a few new poses for you, a few poses that you may or may not do in your regular practice. Come into a lunge on your right side, and then reach the right hand forward, and inhale, circle the right arm up, lean the chest back, and as you exhale, take your right hand way back, and then bring it back towards the right heel. And just like this, inhale, we reach the arms up, the right arm up. Exhale, we sink it back. And I'm just doing this so that I increase my range of motion. I open my chest from all the sitting down I might have been doing. I'm also opening up the back of my right hip. I'm opening up the left groin. And it just really feels delicious and playful at the same time. Go ahead and reach your arm up towards the sky, pause here, and then imagine that there is a stiff door right above the right hand, and with the right fingertips, you're opening the doorknob, and exhale, release. Once again, opening the doorknob, and exhale, release. I love the number 3. Let's go for 3. Inhale, open the doorknob, and exhale, release. Let's do that on side too. Bring the right leg in. Take the left leg forward. Left hand forward. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bring it back behind you. I believe we did about 7 circles. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it back. And then 5 more on your own. Close your eyes. If the right hand feels like it's too far away from the floor, option to bring a couple of books and place them underneath the right palm. You can pause the video here and pick up when you have your props ready. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach up. And then like we did it in the other side, extend the arm up. Imagine that there's a rustic door handle right above the left palm. You're gonna inhale, open, and then exhale, release. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. And one more, inhale, open. And then exhale, release. Go ahead and straighten the left leg. Ardha Hanumasana. Take a few breaths here. Spread your toes wide. Bend the front knee, crawl forward into a runner's lunge, a low runner's lunge. Open the right hip. On the exhale, send the left hip back. One more time, inhale, come on up. And then exhale, take it back. Inhale, lift your chest forward. And then exhale, one more breath here. And then let's change sides. Slide your left heel in. Slide your right foot forward. Inhale forward, open the chest. Exhale, half Ardha Hanumasana. Extend the right leg. You should feel this all behind the right leg, calf, hamstring. On the inhale, lift your collarbones forward, widen the chest, breathe into the top of the lungs. On the exhale, when the belly draws back, flex the right foot, straighten it. One more time, inhale. Just this slight movement of rocking back and forth reminds me of how much stress and release, how much time I need to pay to the back of my body. Okay, and then slowly release the right leg back. Something super simple here. Knees wide. If your knees are sensitive, shins are sensitive, place a blanket underneath your body. You're going to inhale, reach the arms around and up. Plant your knees down, exhale, twist to the right, open the arms to the sides. Inhale, circle the air around you, lift it up. And then exhale, hug your knees in, twist to the left. Inhale, lift up. Your movements don't need to be picture perfect. As long as you're taking the breath that is available to you and then letting it go. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Release your hands behind you. Release your hands in front of you. And then let's go for some openings of the inner thighs. Bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace the fingers around the toes. And just butterfly the knees for a few breaths. So breathing in and out, just flapping the wings of your inner thighs and outer hips. Notice if the inner thighs have been stressed and a little tight, which they could be from all the sitting down. Also our emotions and also the news around us can affect us here. Okay, bring your right hand onto the right inner thigh. Press the neck of the inner thigh down. Left hand onto the back body behind you. And just lean towards the left. Press the right thigh down. Close your eyes. You might start to feel the right outer hip lengthening away from the right lower back. And it might feel quite delicious. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, release. Let's take it to the second side. Bring the left hand from the left inner knee into the top of the thigh bone. Press it down. Inhale here. And then exhale, lean to your right. And walk your hands to the right so that you can get maximum diagonal stretch. Close your eyes and breathe. One more breath. And slowly release. If you've been practicing with me, you probably know how to do downward facing dog. So let's do one because it just feels so good. Go ahead and place your fingertips with the creases of your hands parallel to the front of the mat. Middle finger pointing forward. Curl your toes under and pull or draw the hips back. Nice long spine. And then drop your head until the ears and the biceps line up. And then lengthen the legs back to the back of the room. Anything here. If you like to lift your heels up, if you like to pedal the knees,
Whatever feels good and right to you, feel free to do that here. Breathe into the back body. Exhale, settle down the weight into the feet and the hands. Breathe into the back of the hamstrings, calves, lower back. Exhale, send the weight of the palms and the feet, root them down into the earth. Inhale, breathe into the top of the hips, as if the hips are pulling up and back to the back wall, where the back ceiling and the wall meet. Keep pulling your hips there. And then exhale, slowly release, child's pose. Bring the inner knees, bring the big toes together, inner knees wide apart. Go ahead and lower the head down. If reaching your arms forward feels like too much of a stretch for right now, curl your hands along sides of your body. You can either rest them onto the mat alongside your feet, or place the palms onto the top of the sacrum and then lower back down. Interestingly enough, all three variations feel different in the body, so you might explore all three. Either arms forward, palms pressing down, or hands alongside the ankles, curling the chin towards the heart, or placing the back of the palms onto the sacrum, one on top of the other, and resting the forehead gently down on the floor. Stay in child's pose for a few more breaths. Tap into the feeling of what it feels like to be here, drawing the senses within, becoming so intimate with the breath. Acknowledging the changes in the body with each breath. As you breathe in, the back expands, absorbing from the air around it. And then as you exhale out, how everything settles down into a place, knowing that you will be okay. It's a wonderful pose to come to at any time of your practice, any day, any time. All right, press your hands, extend your arms forward if they weren't all forward already. Walk your hands in and then come on up to sit. Let's do a little hip opener, because hips hold experiences, tension. The yogis say that the hips definitely hold some skaras, patterns, and unprocessed emotions. So go ahead and place your left ankle onto the right thigh. You're sitting down onto a chair or the floor and just rock side to side. Make sure to flex the top foot. Rocking side to side, you're connecting each sit bone into the floor. And there should be a sense of grounding, a feeling of grounding with the sit bones connecting to the floor. When we're standing up, our feet are the points that connect us to the floor. And grounding in the standing position is drawing the feet into the ground and really feeling that receptivity from the earth. Here, our sit bones are our feet. So every time you rock side to side, it's not in a haste. You're connecting the right sit bone, moving the weight to the left. You're connecting the left, you're moving to the right. Okay, right foot draws slightly in. This intensifies the stretch in the outer left foot. Keep the left foot flexed. Inhale, breathe the chest up. Exhale here. Let's take one more breath. And exhale, release. Take your right hand, place it behind the left ankle. Release it to the floor. Release the knee carefully down to the floor. And then straighten the right leg. Go ahead and take the right leg slightly wider. Go ahead and take the left knee slightly wider so that there's space now between the hips and the arms. On the inhale, reach the arms up. And then on the exhale, walk your hands forward, keep your hips way back. Now I like to do this thing with the fingertips. With your fingertips, come up into a tent position with the palms. Scoop the floor forward, so send the floor away from you and drop the tailbone down. You'll notice that the weight shifts back. Keep the tailbone moving down. Scoop the floor towards you and open the chest, open the heart, soften the shoulders behind you. And then a couple more rounds. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, receive. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, receive. Close your eyes, soften the elbows. Finding a neutral place between the opening and the rounding. Where the spine is neutral, go ahead and walk your hands forward. Maybe some of you can drop down onto the forearms. Soften your head down, bring the soles of your palms. Bring the palms together and soften the head towards the heart. If the shoulders are creeping up to your ears, soften the heart. Lift the shoulders towards the ears, roll them behind you, and back, way back. Send them back towards the hips. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale, bow, soften the head. Stay here and breathe. See if you can feel the sensations behind the right sit bone, all the way down the right thigh. Notice if your right foot is just hanging there, or can you extend the heel forward and spread your right toes wide and spread that opening, spread that lengthening, spread the receiving action completely behind the right foot, even behind the right big toes and pinky toes and all across. Okay, exhale, walk your hands in. Let's take it to the other side. Place your left foot down on the floor, take your right ankle onto the left quadricep, let it hang slightly off on the outside of the left quadricep, flex the right toes in, bring your hands behind you, open the chest. Let's switch the arms. If your fingertips are pointing towards your sit bones, spin the palms open. Slightly different opening in the collarbones, and that's all good for you. Go ahead and rock side to side. Remember, we are grounding the sit bones. Look directly forward into the horizon, rocking side to side. Breathing into the heart. Know that you can always control the pace of your breath. You're actually doing it right now. Controlling the pace of your breath controls the rate of the heart. Controlling the rate of the heart signals to the body that you are working on its health and not letting the fleeting movements or fleeting moments or news or the uncertainty hijack your health. A couple more rocks from side to side. Go ahead and narrow down the movement. Take the right hand onto the left ankle shin, release it to the floor, extend the left foot out to the side, open the right knee out to the side. We're coming into slightly wide variation of Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. So inhale here, we're going to sit up tall as possible. If you find yourself rounding here, you can place a folded towel or a cushion like myself. This is my dining room seat cushion. Place that right behind the sit bones that you were just grounding. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach your hands forward. Here we pause. You come into the fingertips and we lengthen the heart forward. And we exhale, we round. We do a couple more of these. You inhale, become aware of where you might still be holding on to unneeded stress, tension. Exhale, round. I'm going to close my eyes so that I can feel my body from the inside. and not from the outside, not from my eyes. So that I can diagnose or detect if I'm holding back somewhere and maybe give that place an opportunity to release. Finding a place between the arching and the full rounding. So a neutral place for your spine where there's a natural curve in your lower back and behind the neck. Here, walk your hands forward, any amount. Pause when you can't go any further with a straight spine. Some of you can drop down onto the elbows. Go ahead and drop down to the elbows. Bring the palms together. Inhale here, exhale, lower the head towards the heart. Keep drawing the shoulders back. Others with your hands extended, stay there, close your eyes and breathe. Connect with the sensations that are happening in any parts of your body right now. Every time you connect either to your body or to your breath, you are meditating. So my practice and our practice together, even though it might look like movements, we are pausing, connecting, and meditating for most of it. On your next exhale, walk your hands in and then come on out. I wanted to have a short practice today because this was my first trial run to see how it goes. I'd like to do a mindful meditation practice. It's one of my favorites. In fact, it has changed and shifted a lot for me and put me in a very healthy path. It's called mindful meditation. It is called metta, love and kindness. So bring your hands together at your heart. Option to keep your hands there. If this feels uncomfortable or foreign to some of you, release your hands down to the knees, keeping the palms open. Okay. Imagine that you are sitting at a dining table. Across from you, allow yourself to be right there across from you. So you're looking at yourself. We're going to send these statements and these positive vibrations to ourselves first before we start to expand our community and share them with the world. So looking at your beautiful self. Repeat these following phrases after me, either aloud to yourself or quietly to yourself. May I, meaning looking at you across the table, may I be healthy. May I be healthy. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I be happy. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be safe both inside and outside of my home. May I be safe inside and outside my body. May I have clean air, clean and healthy food, and clean water to eat, breathe, and drink. May I have access to clean air, clean water, and nutritional food. May I have a safe home to rest in at night. May I have a safe shelter. May I have joy. May I have joy in my life. May I have joy and laughter. May I be supported in my endeavors. May I be supported with kindness. May I love and be loved. Take a deep breath and once again look at yourself kindly. Maybe even offer yourself a smile. Now watch yourself get up from that table and walk away. Now invite somebody in your life that you need to send some positive wishes to, somebody who needs it. And if there's nobody that needs it right now, it could be a pet. It could also be somebody that you love, somebody that you admire, somebody that you are grateful for. Allow the vision of them to stand up and have a seat across the table from you. And then with kind eyes, looking at them with a slight smile on your lips. May you be happy. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be surrounded by health. May you be safe. May you be safe wherever you are. May you be loved. May you be supported. May you have joy and laughter. May you have clean air, clean water, and nutritious food to eat. May you have clean air, clean water, and food to eat. May you have a safe home to sleep at night. May you have a safe home to sleep at night. May you be happy. As you observe your friend, your pet, or whoever it is that you chose to send these wishes to, observe them smiling with gratitude. Bring yourself back to this table. So now you have you, yourself, and this other person. Now let's invite sort of what this person and you, let's invite our joint communities together to sit on this table with us. And looking at all of them, we say, may you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you and everybody you know, your larger communities, have clean air, clean water, and good food to eat. May you rest safely at night. May you be supported and loved. May you love yourself for exactly who you are. May you love yourself for exactly who you are. May all beings everywhere be safe, happy, and healthy. Bring your hands together at your heart. Feeling your body connected to itself. Let's sing one Om, the sound of Ah, Ooh, together. With gratitude for your friendship, with gratitude for the practice of yoga, and with gratitude for every breath. Take a long inhale in. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, bow your head to your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much.